Lambda. Lambda house. Lambda. That has some pretty good weight to it. Well, this set came out of nowhere. Who the hell designed this one? You clicked this thumbnail, not me. You watch Brickmeupscottie. Bemis. Of course, I'm Scottie. Today we're looking at his monstrosity of a set. So what you're looking at is from XMork or Mork. This is the Lambda house. Lambda 10213. 3,832 pieces. No figures, but you do get 2 brick lights, which I did not use because they're just the typical XMork ones. You kind of just do it by yourself. They show like some diagram, but whatever, man. I'm sure it looks fine with the light, but this set is already crazy as it is. You get small little accessories like this, the bicycle, a skateboard with a handle for kids that don't know how to ride skateboards. You also get a lot of these loose pieces. They're just like sofa cushions. I'm not even quite sure what the black piece is supposed to be, but you know, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. Here is the manual. I do not have the box. Sometimes I don't get them. The front, and very typical. The back, if you light it up, it ain't gonna look like that, man. It might, but you know, I'll let you guys do that yourself. This is the sticker sheet in here. It's really small, man. So thank goodness for that. Very simple presentations. However, this one does not describe who designed the set. They always include these printed pieces, which is great. You can always use those like as like parts of your chair or something that has this description of the color. And these are all Xingbao bricks, by the way. We know how much you love Xingbao bricks or hate them. Pretty straightforward stuff. It's easy to follow, no issues, but yeah, you gotta make sure you have a lot of bricks for that support on the first floor. So close, yet so far. I don't know how I feel about the set, man. This is a very challenging build. The good thing is that it's all brick built. So like there's no really big panels, a lot of small pieces. So that part is quite enjoyable. Well, I guess it's kind of cool too, because this is like a modern house. I don't know who designed it, whether or not this was an approved set. This is bigger than I thought. You have to be extremely careful. You might get very frustrated, especially on the upper levels. There's so many multiple plates holding this whole setup that it can very well fall apart on you. So I ain't gonna touch it too much. And as I dissect it, I'm just gonna leave it dissected because it's gonna be really hard to put this thing back together. That's the other thing too. It's also very hard to look or get on the inside of this thing without having to take everything off. There's a lot of floating pieces. Like, you don't wanna press down too hard or things are gonna like just completely pop off. I wanted to like the set. I'm like, yo, this looks amazing on camera. It was a fun build for the individual sections until you kind of put it together. I'm nitpicking. The first floor is probably the easiest. The second floor, which is a balcony area, gets a little bit delicate, and then the rooftop was just like, forget it, man. I mean, they're easy to build, it's just slotting them in, and especially this one was kind of nuts. No, seriously, this is one of those sets where it's like, don't push down on anything or else it'll fall apart. My kids were like touching it. I'm like, please, do not touch this set, man. Surprisingly, I got it here into the office on a very minimal damage. Other sets have done worse, but still, you gotta be really careful with this one. I had a lot of spares of like common pieces, but I was also missing a lot of common pieces for the set. You'll see it here and there, and I'll try to point it out to you, but it didn't really impact the overall build and vibe. So that's like really being harsh on the set. I have to be, man. If you're gonna buy the set, I gotta make sure like, if I had fun doing it, will you have fun doing it? You gotta be patient, but if you're into a whole modern, just like a modern look, modern apartment, yeah, this is like, it's almost like an A-frame cabin type of thing right there. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. In a weird way. First impression of the set, the size. I absolutely love the size. I love the amount of detail that you can see. It's so different from other sets, right? Just look at that. Just admire that. Because the bad part, like I said, is it does kind of fall apart, and it's kind of unfortunate because it was so close to being an amazing set. And it has everything in the house. I think it's amazing. Like, they can fit everything in there. They thought of everything you can fit. It's just the way some of these rooms are. Who designed this, man? Starting here on the front of the house. You know, I love the colors. I love the variation. It is all tiled here, which is great. The flowers are the last thing you actually put inside, and it's kind of hard to get your finger in some spots. If I were you, I would jump to like bag 7 and just build all the flowers first. So it's like a lot faster for you to put on. I don't know why these had to come on last. I love the colors, I love the brown, the gray, but a lot of the set also looks kind of unfinished. And the rooftop here, there's like slanted pieces. I hated this one especially. I was missing one piece to hold it in. It just doesn't look straight. It's really clunky. It's really hard to get in there. So my tip for putting these ones on and the one back here is to actually take off the whole second floor and just do it from inside out so you can kind of see what's going on. But I think that looks really okay. Like, I love this, but these can pop off easy. And if one does pop off, which one did earlier, it's kind of hard to put back, especially the ones behind the plant. I'm like, oh man. Little things here and there you just got to be aware of. Very simple mailbox down here. That is one of the stickers on there. You got this crazy looking door. Should they have covered that up, or do you guys like a different door for a change? It's nice. All the doors in here are like kind of crazy, man. So I do like that. There's the model number or address of the place. Does it open up okay and smooth? Oh yeah, it does. Then we come up here, and I think this part right here is for sure the selling part of the set, because it does look really crazy good. But as I mentioned, putting pieces together, lots of layers, it feels a little bit unfinished, but I still like that look. And it comes off easy, surprisingly, but you'll also pull off other parts, which is kind of unfortunate. Then you got this crazy rail system thing going here. This is all being like pushed in. It can pop off really easy. And right here, it was the wrong piece. It's supposed to be like a single hinge piece, but it's double. So that was one thing that was wrong. The second thing that was wrong was the table here, which is hard to see on this angle. There's a gray, dark gray piece, supposed to be a circle white piece, so I was missing that. So I just used my spare. We come to this side, which I really, really like. Building these, you get this kind of look, but it can come off easy. A couple window panels there for the first floor, and even the second floor is pretty open with the window panels there. I like that. The fence pieces, you just got to build these, which it was okay. It was not too bad. I'm surprised it actually hasn't fallen off, but that looks okay to me. There's a couple of lounge chairs over here. I mean, really, what do you think of this chair? I was building it, you build it like upside down, and I'm like, what is this? Oh, this is like a lounge chair. It's a bit too much, but again, the good thing is that you're building a lot of little pieces to make up a big piece, if you know what I mean. Sometimes these sets, they just throw in a normal chair, and it's like, oh, kind of boring. So at least they're trying to be different by using a ladder piece there. But yeah, kind of random. Then over here, you got a stool and a telescope looking thing. They use a bazooka or a big pipe piece for the telescope. It's kind of interesting. There are doors on both sides to get into the bedroom, but there's little gray pillars like this that can pop off really easy. I was also missing one wrench piece here. Simple, I can get that from my spares, but you know, I got to show you the video as is when I got the set. Here's the back side of the set, which I really like just as much as the front. No flower garden, but this is like the backyard. So you got like a barbecue area here, and you even have like a little outdoor washing machine. How often do you see outdoor washing machines on a set? That was kind of cool. It kind of has an unfinished look here, right? So you got like the main room there, and you got a little see-through bathroom there. So when you take your poop, everyone can see you. Great. You got a flower pot there, a sink over here, and the barbecue grill is kind of mounted in. Let me take this out. This is a good example of what this whole set is like building. You got a lot of moving parts that can move, lids that can open like the rooftop, and the grill pieces here, they're only on a single stud. You're gonna find this happening a lot, so everything kind of just pop off really easy. And even the back here, some technic hinge points there. But this is a perfect example of what this set would be like if it was this size of the build experience. You can put it together, but yeah, you just gotta be very careful, it can fall apart. The washing machine is a very basic build. It just sits on the stud, and the basket, because it's rubber, kind of pops off the stud, and a couple of flowers there. Oh, for the outdoor sink, I forgot to put the faucet piece. There we go. You'll probably see me doing this a lot in the set. And down there, you can see the gap. Yeah, it's kind of, I like the idea and the concept, but just gotta be a little bit gentle with the set. For this side here, I am a little bit torn. One is, it looks nothing like the other sides, which is good. It looks totally different. But it's very gray, and it feels rough. That word again, unfinished. It feels like it's unfinished here. It feels like, or looks like, it can collapse. And even along the bottom, they have a lot of these gaps here. If you push down too hard, it will kind of shift things around. And you have two slanted rooftops that are kind of tricky to put in. This one was okay. That one was really kind of weird. And the third one here is the skyline. What is this room? It's like a lookout? It's just nothing there. It's weird. You can kind of see a staircase in there. It looks industrial on this side. And you know what? For this rooftop piece and the other side, all these are like printed chromey looking type of, I guess it's supposed to be a solar panel. I think they look really good. You have two lights down there. Can you imagine this being a fun hole set? They would have gone absolutely bonkers with the lighting. Here's a look at the rooftop. Doesn't this look unfinished? And you can kind of see the white area here. I thought it was like, oh, that's it? I don't have that many spares to fill that up. So that was intentional to leave that like that. But the solar panel, again, printed pieces there. The shape looks really good. The shape, okay? Not so much as the build, but the shape and the look of the angle, very sharp. I like that. Again, these parts really good, but this is free floating like that. There it goes. See, you gotta watch out for that kind of stuff. I like that everywhere is tiled, but at least this is sitting on the support of the first floor. But if you're building this off the second floor, when you push down, it'll all just start to really get crazy and fall apart. So yeah, there goes my chair. So you can pick this up, but you still have to be really careful. And because it's on multiple plates, the thing that I felt that really sucked was building the first floor. It's really flimsy because it's got some height and you're pushing down. It needed more support underneath. Just like that piece holding this whole thing together, man. Pressing down on the set is a real killer for the set. And yeah, make sure you prepare yourself with a bunch of 2x4 bricks to secure this thing a lot better. It might be a better build that way too. Okay, let's take this bad boy off. So what you're supposed to do, lift this part up. Woohoo! Oh, you see it wants to take off like the whole window frame that it's on. So for this video, I'm just gonna take off this whole thing because it's just a lot easier to deal with, like that. So building all these parts here, see, it's all wants to fall apart. That scares me, man. The set scares me. It makes me really nervous, man. I was sweating trying to slide this piece on. So you can see now that this whole section is totally opened up, and then this part just slides out, which is good. But this piece, man, we're gonna come back to this one. And then now you can kind of see it all open there. Gotta be gentle with this. You wanna kind of slide it forward. Oh, you see how everything's kind of moving? I'm like, dude, this set really kind of terrifying me right now. Come on. Oh, there, and you slide it out. So on this one, you have to be careful how you place it down because there's a couple pieces that stick out and protrude. So it will not make this level flat. So you can see it already got kind of like bending inwards. I hated building and pushing things down, and it makes a lot of pieces want to come up and get loose. You'll probably see in the close-up a lot of loose brick pieces looking. But there you go, it's all open up now. Awesome. I actually feel a lot better showing you guys a set like this. And the fact that it's so open is great. The build of the smaller pieces or the smaller items and stuff are more simple, but it fits really well in here. I love that it's all tiled. And I'm also going to take off these two rooftops here so we get the camera inside. So I was already missing some hinge pieces on this one. This one should be able to come off like that. So it's just being held by this, man, which is, could have used more support. We can also take this piece off, which you can see has already come off because it's just bending and flexing everywhere. Thankfully, it hasn't slid off at all. And there you go. Now I can really see inside this place. And I do like it. So when you walk inside, you open this up, look at this door is huge, man. It's like a big brick wall, which I love. And even this door here to the other room, which we'll see in a second, can open up like that. So nice spacing. I like that. You got a piece of artwork there. This is one of the stickers going over tiles. You got a sofa by the door there. Picture of an elephant and some ninja sword statue. And this is when you start to use those little accessories like this. This is like a piece of cushion. I think there's two of them on this couch. One there, one here. So I'll try to leave that on. You've got an entertainment system there with some speakers on the side. Maybe that's a PlayStation 4 on the shelf. A little cabinet there in the corner. Come over to this side here. Printed piece along that wall there. Book, another chair there. Some more artwork looking thing there. You know, the coffee table is really simple, but I like how they kind of gave it 2 levels and you're just using like a really simple piece with a remote control there. I mean, kind of like adjust it yourself. So, that kind of stuff was kind of cool. Got a nice long sofa there. I think that's another piece of cushion that goes there. I don't know anymore. And a lamp next to it. Then we come up here, which kind of looks like my place. You got an open kitchen that's next to the living room. And you got a countertop here. But again, pieces are kind of protruding out. I feel like it can kind of fall off easy, but it has not as of this video. There's a sink there. I like the coffee mug holder along the back wall there. It looks like that's supposed to be a stove and a coffee machine over here. Take that out, you can see it a little bit better there. Spacing is good. And I like that it's all tiled. You got a refrigerator there, nothing inside, right? Yeah, I think it's just like 2 big doors and just, at least you can open it. More little cabinets next to that, some wine by the window. You got a plant back there, some bar stools there. You can sit down, chill. I like the dining room chairs here, that they're just not placed down, they're kind of raised, which is great. Very simple table there. And oh yeah, this right here is a door as well. It's just kind of crazy, but it's no support. So when you open it, it's probably just all gonna fall off like that. So you're supposed to be able to go like this, but you can see how flimsy it is. So I push down on here, there's not a lot of support here. This is the back of the washing machine, but you can see like a bunch of gaps there or studs or even like 2 doors that go into nowhere. But this is covered up by the rooftop here. So I guess they're like, yeah, we don't really need to put anything there. You know, this would be here and yeah, let's just not use that space. Closet maybe? So for this side, this is where the rooftop connects to. It's really hard to get it in here and I was actually missing one piece here. My suggestion is, you know, take off that 2nd floor and then do it this way so you can kind of see how you're gonna place this. But clunky, man, that's how I would describe those slanted pieces. But hey, look, we got a toilet. Yes, they actually thought about that. Door handle for toilet paper roll. Simple sink, simple toilet seat. We've seen that before. This is the door that we saw earlier. You can open up there and you can see the sink inside. And they tiled each room, which is good. So it's like blue here, and even where this kitchen was, it's all black underneath there. So nice variation breaking that up. Behind this dining room table, next to the toilet, is a small room back there. It's really hard to get to. But you can see a cabinet there on the wall and another ninja sword statue. They try to decorate it with some little trees there. And it goes into that staircase here where you can actually see that ninja sword there. And you come up the stairs, admire the view. And then you go up the staircase over here. And you come up to this very introverted single computer room all by yourself. Blank screen. There's even a little shelf up there with a camera and a map on the back. You know, I really like the look of this room, but it just gets crazy when you're putting like all these on. And then this section here cannot come off. It's all like brick built in and I just knocked a piece down. You'll be doing that a lot. Here's one more look at the flower garden on the front before we go up to the 2nd floor. Do your own decorations. I'm not sure if I'm actually a fan of the dark purple studs being used as flower. I mean, it's different. I probably would have preferred more like the red, the roses, to bring out the set a little bit. And you'll probably notice by now a lot of single walls. Like that's where it gets like really kind of flimsy. My favorite word, flimsy wall. I mean, you can just literally take all this out and be like, yo, there, we're gonna open the whole thing up now. Now we come up to the 2nd floor. So that lonely computer room we just saw actually connects to here. So when you come up the steps, the computer should be here, but it's really hard to kind of see that angle with the set put together. We can appreciate it here like this. This one actually does have a lot of support underneath, which is great, so it's pretty sturdy. You got a door there, bookshelf cabinet there, a couple stools. Got some paintings along the wall, where a majority of the stickers are being used. And there is a kind of a 3rd floor here, the bedroom. It's really small, man, so narrow and thin. One bed here, one bed here. And you actually go up here with this trap door, you go, beep. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool, different, but it just kind of falls out like that, just like the set. So from that room, you open this door and you come into the master bedroom. Hey, I like it. Simple, just like my house. Another TV there. So great. This is a full-fledged apartment, man. They're not half-assing it. Unfortunately for the sticker here, I tried to reapply it, and when I peeled it off, it peeled part of the sticker off. I'm like, oh man, so it's not supposed to look like that. It'll look clean when you do it. Big cabinet here that doesn't open up. And yeah, see, it's all gappy, man. And pieces like this just fall out, or even these little pillars can just kind of come off like that. My chair is falling off. You can just take off this door here and be like that. There we go. So a lot of that happening, which, you know, it's kind of, you know, I wasn't really a fan of, like, yeah, even this, take that off there. And I do like this bed just because it's kind of raised off the floor. It gives it that modern look to it. You got a nightstand next to the bed, little makeup mirror there. You got a stool down there, and then another door here that does open up like so. So I like how the doors are like kind of bricky built, but yeah, it's gonna pop off like that. Damn Scottie. And if we go into that room, yay, we got 2 bathrooms in this set. How appropriate. Kind of the same deal, how it's built down below. Very simple sink, very simple toilet. But you do have a bath or a shower place there. And it's all open so everyone can see your ass showering. Got a shower head there. Maybe I was supposed to put another piece there, I'm not sure. Another shelf or something, maybe. And then finally, you come up to this bedroom here, which we saw, very narrow, and you can't take it off, unfortunately. At least they were able to fit 2 beds in here, maybe it's a kid's room. You even have keyboards there for like a little desk area. One for her and one for him. So great, so where's the computer screen? Good question. This is the rooftop piece that we slid in there, and if you look underneath, it has some stuff there. This is nightmare fuel to put together, man. You're gonna have so much fun putting this together. There's some crabs here, I don't know why, and some flowers here. And I think these black pieces are supposed to be the monitor screen. But look, when I do that, you can't even see it. You have to get like really in there to see it. And then if we go over here, there's even a bookshelf. And I guess let's see if I can just do this. Okay, we're just gonna pretend. You can't even see it like that. So yes, these are the monitors, and you get the bookshelf. If I go like that, you can barely see it there. But this is a little bit overkill. Kind of crazy to put this part together. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of random figures just to show you the guy there by the telescope. Got one guy in the bed there, 2 over here, 1 on the lounge chair, Emmett by the open closet there, just to give you an idea for scale, whether or not you think that looks all right. There are a couple more guys here, 1 by the bookshelf, 1 in the shower. If I turn this over here, 1 going into the toilet, but yeah, it fits well with figures for sure. What kind of a design is this, man? I don't know what the hell is going on. Where's our computer screens? This bed is so uncomfortable. Okay, here are the guys on the first floor. Relaxing, 1 on the couch. Bartender in the kitchen. Someone at the dining table. So you kind of see how it does look okay with figures. Then you got Emmett up here on the computer. And it's fine putting them in, like no issues. Nothing was falling apart as I was pushing down. You got 2 guys there, 1 doing the barbecue, 1 doing the laundry, 1 on the toilet. I gotta push this one out. Oh. Here they all are in the front. They're all getting ready to say goodbye. Don't forget you get that bicycle, a little backpack and a skateboard that has a scooter handle on it. Basic stuff, we don't need to show that. And it's impossible for me to actually put one of them in here unless I take the whole thing apart. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. And as I put the set away, there's more ones I haven't reviewed yet on that shelf, but there it is, next to the Panty set and a Fun Hole set, which is just about ready to review for you guys. Yeah, brand new one, which is amazing. So there you guys go, the Lambda Alpha Beta Data House. I don't know what the reference for the name is, but Mork, interesting idea. It looks lovely on a desk or on your shelf. Does it go with your big city? You tell me, man. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll be back with more. Have a great week, all that good stuff. Until next time, brick me up.